So this is called Chalk It Up, Art for Endangered Species in Phoenix.
It's an event both to educate and celebrate our rare species of the world.
The color blend you guys have is just like really unbelievable. I didn't know you could do so much with sidewalk chalk.
And sound. This is love. As the record plays. Love.
Hi there, folks. I'm Keegan Van Hook, and welcome to Us As We Are. In this episode, we're here in Phoenix at the Phoenix Civic Center for the Chalk It Up for Endangered Species event. Come on, let's go see who we can talk to.
So, hi everyone, my name is Kristina Lefever and I wear several hats, but today I'm wearing the hat of President of Pollinator Project Rogue Valley, and we're right here in Phoenix. And this is an event that we just sort of came up with about a month ago. We put this together very quickly, and if we hadn't had wonderful volunteers and a lot of community energy, this would not have happened. So this is called Chalk It Up, Art for Endangered Species in Phoenix, and we're wanting to do two things here. One is to bring awareness to people about the numbers of endangered species in this country. There's somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,600 endangered species, plants, animals, fish, insects, all sorts of things. And so doing that, here in Oregon we have at least 4 butterflies on the list, the vesper, sparrow. We have a list up there of some of the ones in Oregon. So that was sort of the driving force. Yesterday was Endangered Species Day, May 21st. The Endangered Species Coalition started this, and Kristi Mergenthaler, my partner in crime for this event, it was actually her idea a month ago. I wish she had thought of it like 2 months ago. Mentioned it in passing, and I said sure, and I had no idea what we were getting into. But here we are, and it's turning out fabulous. People were showing up before the start time of 10 o'clock. So the other reason to have this, obviously, is what you see here. We're starting to get people. This is going to go to 8 o'clock tonight if it lasts that long. And so we've got beautiful art. We have real artists as well as children and adults, so be sure to check out some art down that way. We have, people have the opportunity to win some prizes. The Endangered Species Coalition has a $250 prize nationwide that you can get through Instagram if you have an Instagram account. But we also have a People's Choice Award that we've put together, and you can see a board up there. We have a beautiful painting of the Franklin's bumblebee. It's a print of the painting of the Franklin's bumblebee that won the Oregon Fish and Wildlife Award back in 2019, painted by Karen Wares. It's beautiful. The bumblebee has not been seen since 2006. It's not on the endangered species list, but it's probably extinct by now, unfortunately. So raising awareness, raising community. I want to say a big thank you to all the co-sponsors. In addition to the Southern Oregon Land Conservancy, we had the Oregon Cheese Cave, and then we had a whole slew of people that you will see up there on that banner. And big thanks to Jennifer Harper and her crew for creating the banner. And just everybody that is on the co-sponsors has just done great getting it out. So this is our first time, and we will see you back here next year.
Okay, how about you introduce yourself and explain what this event is all about?
Sure, my name is Kristi Mergenthaler, and this is Chalk It Up for Endangered Species. It's an event both to educate and celebrate our rare species of the world, and also to bring attention and energy to the beautiful town of Phoenix, who's had some hardships, obviously. Many different organizations are supporting this, conservation organizations, businesses, but the idea is the Endangered Species Act is a world-class idea, and it says that we don't want any species going extinct on our watch, and usually they're declining because of human activities. And the Endangered Species Act, thanks to that, many species have recovered, including the bald eagle, our national symbol, and peregrine falcons, and the Oregon chub in Oregon. And the goal is to stabilize the populations and delist them. And so this is just a fun, kind of eclectic way to highlight families with chalk and endangered species.
Explain what your species are and what they mean to you and all that good stuff.
I'm Karrisa Ashley cook, and she's my friend. And we came out here today to participate because we noticed it on the Pollinators Facebook page. And we chose to draw Fender's blue butterfly and its companion species, Kincaid's lupine. Fender's blue butterfly is currently endangered. It's native to the Oregon Willamette Valley, and it needs more conservation effort and work, and so we thought it would be a perfect species to put out here today.
Fantastic. Is there anything you want to add?
Not really. I think Karrisa said it well. She helped plan this piece for us, and so I'm out here helping out because I feel like this is a great, endangered species to represent where we live.
Are you guys having fun?
Oh yeah, lots of
Yeah,
fun.
we love to do this.
Yeah. We've done art along the rogue in years past, and when we saw this was, going to happen today, we thought, yep, we got to be here. So here we are.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The color blend you guys have is just like really unbelievable. I didn't know you could do so much with sidewalk chalk.
I didn't either until today.
This is our
Inaugural attempt.
yes, this is our inaugural attempt.
Do you want to tell us anything about what you guys are drawing and why?
Yeah, we're drawing the. These are 3 endangered butterflies that are endangered in Oregon. The Fender's blue. This is the Taylor's checker spot, and then this one will be the Oregon silver spot. So just to kind of bring focus to those 3 particular Oregon butterflies that are endangered.
Fantastic. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
So look at how she's blending that.
I won't have fingertips left at the end of the day, but that's okay. All in the name of art.
Are you an artist in any other mediums?
I am not an artist. I'm a graphic designer, but I am not an artist. She are artist friends of mine that I've enlisted in this endeavor, and I'm just laying down some color for her to come in and do the total nice work on it.
Gotcha. Well, I think you're filling the role perfectly.
Thank you.
I think she's done. I don't think there's much else I could do to that. I think it's beautiful.
Hi. This is amazing. Can you tell us anything about what it is?
Yeah, so this is the emerald-bellied puffleg hummingbird. So you haven't seen the puff legs, but they're going to be happening right here. It's found in Colombia, and yeah, I just chose it because it's such a beautiful bird, and the colors just need to be kind of shown. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly where I am in my life.
If you try to use like a paintbrush, at least on this sidewalk, it just kind of blows away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're all just kind of sacrificing our fingerprints today. It's fine. We'll come back.
Well, it's looking beautiful. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just even the fact that they've come so far.
don't you please introduce yourself and explain what you're doing out here today?
So I'm Frances Oyung. I work for Rogue Valley Sewer Services, and Rogue Valley Sewer Services is the stormwater manager here in Phoenix with our City of Phoenix partners. And the facility behind me here, behind the Phoenix Civic Center, is a stormwater quality facility, and it's designed to actually take the rainwater that falls on the paved surfaces around the Civic Center, and it puts it into this wetland that's designed to filter pollutants, and then it sends it to this wetland pond down here, and then it goes to another wetland, and then it enters Bear Creek. So anytime that rain is falling onto the ground here in our developed area, it's going to pick up lots of things which are considered pollutants once it gets into a stream, even things like soil, but then things like automotive fluids, fertilizer bits, animal waste, all those things that if they end up going into a curb inlet like you might see in a standard street, they go straight to a stream just like that. So whatever is getting washed off the street or the sidewalk or the roof goes right into a creek. So with these facilities, this is how humans have figured out, wow, we can actually help improve the water before it goes into the creek, because that protects aquatic life, such as endangered species like coho salmon.
So you're calling this a facility. Yeah. I think most people would probably think of it as a garden, but this is actually a piece of the city infrastructure?
It is. It's part of the stormwater infrastructure, and not so much the pretty flowers up top, but it's this wetland, the part that carries the water. And so the city has added a nice garden and walking path to just add to the facility, because when you have plants incorporated into infrastructure, it's something that a lot of people enjoy and like to live around, and so the city has added to the facility piece by making it a little more recreational and aesthetic as well.
So both beautiful and functional.
Exactly. Isn't that the best of all worlds? Of course.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Said that there's a beaver dam over there.
This kid is going to show us the pond where all of that water runoff goes. Oop. Hi guys. Hi. Yeah, there it is. We're following him. Although I don't know if he's an authority. Why don't you introduce yourself and explain what your role at the city is?
Eric Swanson, City Manager, Phoenix.
What can you tell me about this event today?
Well, this is just an event that was put together by a lot of volunteers. Kristina's here and others, and we really appreciate this because the Civic Center, the space that has been put here since 2017, this is what it's about. This is what we need to try to promote more of these types of events to help our downtown, get some foot traffic into the community. So this is great. Beautiful day. We couldn't ask for a better day.
Yeah, Phoenix has faced a lot of challenges, of course, in the last year. Not a lot of these kinds of events have been able to happen. It seems like this is kind of the first major thing that the town has been able to do.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you and for the town of Phoenix in general?
Well, I think, yeah, you know, we've had a tough year and we're rebuilding, and, you know, the only way we're going to do that is just by doing things like this, getting people together, talking about their stories. You know, I just talked to a woman who lost her home and asked her about what it was like to do the rebuilding and working with our community development department, getting permits and those kind of things. So that's what it's about. It's about bringing people together, having conversation about the rebuild. You know, I mean, you add on top of the fire the pandemic, and you're right. So it's been kind of a limiting experience in terms of that face-to-face communication. I don't know how many Zoom calls I've been on and Zoom meetings, and I'm getting ready to get. I'm kind of done with that right now, and looking forward to doing a lot more of those face-to-face encounters with people and get their stories and see what we can do as a city to help rebuild. So that's what it's all about.
Totally. And are you going to participate in the chalk drawing?
You know, if there was a category for an old guy that only knows how to do stick man, you know, maybe I could probably think about participating, but I'll do my best. I'll see what I can do. I don't think I'm going to have any kind of a prize winning drawing, but hey, you know, that's it'll get my creative juices flowing. Let's say that. Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to add?
No, I just again, this is the perfect day to be out here doing what we're doing, and we need to do more of this. And I'm ready to go eat some food somewhere. I've got a lot of options here, so I'm deciding which is my best option. So, so this is good. Yeah.
Fantastic. Right. Thank you for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you, Keegan, and thank you for coming out and showing off Phoenix. This is a good opportunity to do that, and I thank you for taking the time and doing that yourself.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
What is Phoenix Rising Fire Relief?
So Phoenix Rising Fire Relief was started, I would say, at the end of last year after the fire. What happened was Ben Suarez, he painted this mural on a van, which is actually right over there, and a few days after the fire. And so when they did the news coverage on it, I saw it, and myself, as being a Phoenix resident that lost my house as well, decided that I really needed to do something with the image because it just resonated with me. It gave me hope. It let me know that I was going to be okay, that you know, we will rise and that we will rebuild our town. And so I started just a kind of a nonprofit, I guess. We just basically started selling some merchandise to people. We haven't raised a whole lot of money, but we definitely had paid for like a sewing machine for a gal, some knitting materials. We got, you know, a basketball hoop for someone. But right now our main focus is getting the mural back. And so we had May Day a few weeks ago, and then today, all of our profits are going to be going to the mural coming back to Phoenix, which will be placed right over at the Grange. So that's where we're at with things now.
Fantastic. Anything else you want to add to that?
Should I add anything else? I don't think so. We just really want people to know that, like, we're going to come back, and this is just one of many events that we would like to do and be a part of. That, you know, Phoenix is still alive. We are going to come back, and we're going to be better than we were before. So
fantastic. Thank you for talking to me.
Thanks.
In brief, could you explain what Pollinator Project Rogue Valley is?
Oh, yes. So Pollinator Project Rogue Valley is a volunteer organization, and what we're wanting to do is raise awareness about our native pollinators. Honeybees get plenty of love, and there are so many native pollinators that people don't know about. Did you know that there might be 600 bee species in Oregon alone, not counting the honeybee? So some of them are so super tiny they look like gnats, and then you have the beautiful big carpenter bee that everybody loves, I'm sure. Butterflies, beetles, wasps are pollinators, moths, and hummingbirds. And so what we're wanting to do is just have people be aware of that, understand the ecosystem that's in their yard, that we want them to put in their yard, and that requires really native plants. Because without our native plants and our native ecosystem, then our native pollinators aren't going to make it. And they're struggling a lot. So having this tied in with that, with this event is, I think, just really important for people to understand. So Pollinator Project Rogue Valley shares an office with Beyond Toxics there at 312 North Main, and also Bee Sweet Blooms, which does lovely flower arrangements. So come visit us.
And if people want to find out more information?
Oh, yes. And so we also have a website, pollinatorprojectroguevalley.org, and it needs more information, but that's what it is right now. Thank you so much.
And thank you for talking to me.
Sure. Thank you so much.
As the afternoon carried on, more and more chalk was applied to the sidewalk squares outside the Phoenix Civic Center. We came back later that evening and found an amazing assortment of truly impressive chalk art. That's going to be it for this episode of Us As We Are. We'll leave you off on our evening meander through the finished chalk art. Before I go, I do of course want to mention that we have a Patreon page, so if you like what we do on this show and want to support us doing it, consider becoming a contributing member on Patreon. New for our Patreon members is our exclusive Patreon Discord server, where you can chat directly with me, the crew, and other fans of Us As We Are. To support us on Patreon, go to patreon.com/SailorBoyMedia. Additionally, we're still airing short versions of this program on Southern Oregon PBS. For more information about that, visit sopbs.org/usasweare. With that, I've been Keegan Van Hook. This is Us As We Are, and we'll see you in the next one.
As always, thank you to our major Patreon supporters: Adam, Alex Zendejas, Amy E. Van Hook, Bethany McKenzie, Daniel Van Hook, Elizabeth Austin, and Robin Jossie.